Hi Tia. Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. My pussycat Tia has just got up out of bed. She was in my bedroom about 8 o'clock last night and she has not left, and it's about 20 to 4 in the afternoon. So she doesn't normally sleep with me. She slept with me all night long. It's like she's been waiting in bed for me all day. I said, are you getting up? This was hours ago. Apparently not. And now I've come in here and she's joined me. She hasn't had her breakfast. Your breakfast is downstairs. And we've got the neighbours, sounds like panpipes, playing loud panpipe music, and she's come to have a look out the window. It's nice and sunny out there. A bit chilly. I mean, I'm freezing. Happy Sunday, everybody. Okay, let's do part 3. What's the lighting like? Well, it looks a little bit cool. Let me put the lamp on again. It warms up the room as well. Ow. I don't know why I said ow, it was just a box. Instant reaction. Ow. Like a moth to a flame or a moth to a light bulb. Ow. It's gonna hurt. Okay. Right, where are we up to? We finished with Taurus, which means Gemini. Yes, we've got a change in the positions because the baby's been doing that. So interesting that Tia has decided, I mean, the energy is alive. The last 2 hours have been really interesting. I've seen all the signs. I've picked up on them all. Energy is very present. I can feel it. So if you're wondering whether or not I'm picking up on it, I most definitely am. I'm getting the messages. Gemini, that's where we're going to. And I'm going to use the Grand Lux, the Tarot Grand Lux, and put the Witch's Tarot away. But first, let's have a drink. Hey baby. She just wants to be so close to me. I mean, this one goes missing for days. Days on end. But she did not leave my side. Last night, this morning, I keep checking in on her. We've been sleeping. I mean, at one point she was so sound asleep, she didn't even hear me when I was like, well, she did hear me. It was like, are you getting up? But her ears didn't move. I was like, oh, you're sound asleep there. So I've just left her there. But you need to go for a toilet at some point. You've got to go outside. You can come back in. Pretty girl. I have to not stroke her too much because, like, she loves me so much. She gets like a bit excited and she'll start dribbling, and it's like she can't control. So when she come to see me like last night, I just allowed her to like bump up against me rather than me pet her, because it's like it's too much for her. And she did give me a couple of little nibble bites. It's like, don't bite me. Don't bite me, be gentle. I'm going to do a reading, sweet thing. Really? Have you shown your face on camera? Is it your turn? You're purring. Her eyes are like slits, so a lot of light. A lot of light, but the eyes can adjust. Well, it took me to the energy of like when your pupils are dilated and like but these are like little slits. And we're going to work around you. The Tarot Grand Lux. Dear Lula, I need a drink. Beep, beep, beep. I was just about to say that now that's hot. That coffee's hot. Okay, it can do with cooling down. Sweet thing. I mean, it's an absolute pleasure to have you present. You seriously just want my attention. It's like your presence is enough. What did you hear? I heard a doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Does your phone make that sound? Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I want to like touch her paw. It's like, well, it's not a paw, it's a leg, but it's like the fur is up a different way, but I wouldn't really normally touch your paw without, well, I'm a little bit nervous that you might not like it. Tia Lula, you're rather distracting. Your symmetrical beauty. Oh, God speaks. Look, that's the same colour as your eyes. This here is the same colour as your eyes. Do you want to show them your eyes? Would you like to turn around? Show them how beautiful you are? Let's have a message from the journey of love then. Gemini. Oh, goodness. Hello, your cat is so cute. They said that you're cute. Oh my God, I have a cat too. They have a cat too. That's cute. So cute. Tia Lula, shall we pull a card? Seed of the heart. That really does look like your eye. Can you see? I just got a little from her. That's normally when she's like really happy to be with me. Like and that's when she'll dribble or she might cough or choke or... It's a bit all over. It's a bit all over the place. It's a bit overwhelming, isn't it? Love. The frequency of it. She's just so delicate. What are you itching to tell us? Seed of the heart. Let me read the message, sweet thing. Don't get irritated. All I can feel is like she's pointing out this kind of area here. She can have a claw again. Because she was itching it and then she's like licking it. Itching for a lick. Is that right? Right, you stay up there then. Purring? Yes, she is. Within each one of us is a divine seed of love waiting to blossom into fullness. We don't always know what type of blossom we shall be, however, and sometimes if we try to figure it out in advance, the blossoming itself can cause us anxiety, pain or fear, because it is taking us in an unknown, unexpected direction. We may even fear that the direction we are heading is away from our life path and purpose, as if that were even possible. The seed in the heart arises as guidance when we are unfolding in a new manifestation of divine light within. Can you hear the music? It comes as encouragement to trust, to surrender, to allow and to be as open, unthinking and ready for the unexpected as possible. A plant just needs the right conditions to grow healthy. And if you have ever seen a blade of grass pushing up through a crack in a pavement, but a pussycat's eye, the black part could look like a blade of grass. Oh, they're big now. No bottoms in the picture. Alright, okay. You know how to behave. I don't need to tell you. Do you want me to carry on reading this? Do you want to come onto my lap? This is a kitten. She's not a kitten. How old are you now? I think she could be. How old? 12? 13? You're not a baby kitten anymore, are you? But she lives a very solitude. She does what she wishes to do. Didn't sit on my lap for years. Rarely sits on my lap now. Likes to do this stuff with my dressing gown and bury her head in my dressing gown. But then she gets a bit too excited, don't you? Oh, it's all a bit too much. To be gentle with her, tender. It's on her terms. A plant needs a plant. I'm not going to apologise for you. A plant just needs the right conditions to grow healthy, and if you have ever seen a blade of grass pushing up through a crack in the pavement, then you'll know that when something is meant to grow to the light, it will do so, even against the most apparently insurmountable odds. This oracle brings you guidance. The right conditions are being brought to you. The most perfect support for your own divine blossoming. Trust, know that the seed in your heart knows how to grow and life supports it. It is also a sign that something in your relationships is sprouting. A new energy, and don't be afraid to try new ways of relating now as your life energy supports it. Was the last reading, or one of them, we heard about the blue bold birth? Oh no, that's what this one says. I thought one of them had to do with birth. When sky can imagine, the dark awake in awe, light pervades and bears the vast tranquil mystery, softly caressing the blue bold birth. I'm right here softly caressing my legs as we're speaking. It feels nice. Tarot Grand Locks. I've left out the Sacred Destiny cards, so I take it we're using those as well. Let's focus. Who are we talking to? Gemini. The High Priestess. Okay. Let's bring through some messages then. Let's bring through some messages. Gemini, come on. What's the energy? The Joker is the energy. He's on his travels. He knows where he's going. Okay, so that's like the message of not knowing what you're blossoming into, but you're going to be something magnificent. The Joker, the Jester, the fun-loving free spirit. Let's go explore. What's next? Will you hold my hand whilst we do that? Energy. Gemini, the twins, your counterpart. You, whichever one it resonates with. So being with the one that you resonate with. Just comes in with the High Priestess energy here. We're just bringing in the balance. So I'd say that the feminine here brings balance. She may not know it. She is aware. But she's blindfolded though. Tapping into her High Priestess energy. Oh, I've got chills. Transformation. It's a nice, beautiful, colourful energy. For one, it comes in with this card. And I was taken to the gesture. It's the gesture that counts. Not the jester, but the gesture. When you make a gesture, that counts. You're in someone's good books. That's nice, isn't it? To be in someone's good books. What does that mean? Transformation. I've got another card as well, so we'll read this card first, if I can locate the book. I wonder if that coffee's cooled down now. I'll check. Blue butterfly. I'm looking for the glasses that I know are not here. They're downstairs. It's no accident that the butterfly represents transformation, rebirth, and resurrection. Okay, it's no coincidence that I mentioned about the birth, unless I'm sure I've already mentioned that. Something about the birth, the rebirth. Okay. So it's no accident that the butterfly represents transformation, rebirth, and resurrection. Remarkably, when the caterpillar becomes a chrysalis, it doesn't just instantly become a butterfly. It actually dissolves into a kind of soup. In other words, it liquefies itself. And out of that emerges something completely different. It is a true transformation. In some cultures, blue butterflies are considered very good luck and even wish granters. In Native American tribes, it is believed that a wish whispered to a butterfly will be granted when it flies to the heavens. The Native American shawl dance, which celebrates renewal, is derived from the butterfly dance. Also, the colour blue represents the calmness, peace, and spiritual attunement, and the blue butterfly is thought to carry all these meanings. Feels like there's a festival going on outside. It's like the music's there, but I can't hear any people. Can you hear that? Right on the doorstep. Back doorstep. The sacred landscape wants you to know this is the time for change, reinvention, or a rebirth into a new way of being. If you've been plodding along, this card suggests that you take measures to shift everything. Don't resist change. The blue colour suggests a spiritual renewal or initiation. Transformation doesn't mean taking something old and remodelling it or rearranging a few things. It means becoming something completely different or doing something completely different. Change is often uncomfortable, but it is usually for the highest good. This is a very lucky card, and drawing this card can mean that a wish may be about to come true. Oh, lucky you! Power. Oh, my heart's racing. My heart skips, skips, skip, 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 skips. My heart's racing and someone else's heart is skipping a beat. I'm picking up on it. A beat. That's the power of it. Mountain thunder. Like the fist of God, thrusting up toward the heavens, the stark, ragged mountain holds firm as thunderbolts crash down on all sides. The sound is deafening as it echoes from mountain peak to mountain peak. Mountains represent strength, power, and permanence, as well as being a potent symbol for attaining spiritual heights as they extend into the sky toward the heavens. Thunder and lightning traditionally represents surging power, enlightenment, and revelations of divine matters. Thunder ignites our deeper self and activates our primal and deep emotions. Together, the mountain and thunder symbolise immense power, vitality, and strength. My nose is really itchy. Right on the tip here. The sacred landscape wants you to know this is your time. This is the time to claim your power and step into your potential. This doesn't necessarily mean that you will be without fear. You might feel uncertain, but do it anyway. Be courageous Let the world hear your voice. Take a stand. Stand up for yourself and for others. Share your passion. Teach, teach from the heart. Write, and your words will have great meaning. Hold your body as if you are incredibly valiant, noble and brave. After all, you are. You are, you are, you are. What, oh, I feel like, okay, yeah, we can do that, 20 minutes then. What other card? Well, I know which ones. Oracle of Shadows and Light. So, is this just for Gemini, or is this kind of... We'll get through them quicker. They promised me that. Okay, so let's read this message. Oh my God, it's like I've just thrown those. The God of... The God of Fist. The Fist of God. God's Fist. The Oracle of Shadows and Light. Find your voice, man. Oh, we've got a bit noisy. Okay, I'm a bit breathless as well. Let me just clear through this. We just got to bring it back into balance. Okay, calm down now. Order. We can bring order. It's like we don't have to bring down the hammer. We can just bring order. Okay, that's better. Hi, Collins. It's nice to see you join us again. Violet in blue, back off. Card number 22. Maybe you do need to use the hammer. I don't need to use the hammer. I don't need to use that approach, but you might need to. Just look at it as, if this energy is coming through for you and you're giving people like the back off, like you've been told stay away, your soul's kind of saying there's boundaries that are set and you're not allowed to step over those anymore. So you might have to be a bit mean, but I feel that's God, like protecting you and speaking through you. So let's read about this, because it's number 22. And we're talking about Gemini, which is the lovers. 11-11, 22. All for you. But then I'm singing, one for all and all for one. Musker hounds are always ready. The dogs are there to assist. I've got the pussycats. You've got the dogs. So who let the dogs out? They're going to cause trouble now. I've opened to 11, which is half of 22. I'll read that to you after, okay? So, for one half, this is your message. I love that, because I get this message already. It's like, one half, this is your message. The other half, this is your message. Whether or not they're from the other half, like, you sound to your counterpart, okay, it's time for you to, like, set some firm boundaries to say, like, back off, not put up with this shit anymore. And then the other one's saying, look, I'm sending you sweet memories. Recognise them, notice them, I'm with you. Let's read 22 first. I felt like it didn't really want me to read this part, like it didn't want me to read that page. I think I should though. Otherwise I feel like I'm cheating myself out of a message. But it doesn't matter. If after that page, if you don't resonate with that, then that's why that was. Or is it an avoidance to not read that? No, we're going to read into it. Here comes the baby. Hello, baby. Hey, darling. Hey. Oh. Come on, baby. Come on, darling. You got to jump up. You can do it. You can do it. I'm I'm not going to pick you up. I can't make it any more easier for you. You got to take that jump. She's gone. About Voodoo in Blue. This fairy is letting you know that it's time to back off from a person or situation that is not in your best interests, and that you may need to be brave and stop being so welcoming of what you actually do not want. So this blue fairy waving her voodoo doll is letting you know very clearly that you now must tell someone to take a step back. You know you have been overriding your instincts with what seems rational, with misguided desire to help and befriend someone who may not be particularly good for you. Voodoo in Blue doesn't mind if she looks a bit nasty when she gives the back off message. She'd rather she was loud and clear and that the person pushing her buttons leaves quickly. So she wants you to start trusting your instincts, to start valuing being honest above being nice. You do feel like you need to stay away from someone and to tell that person clearly to stay away from you. And Voodoo in Blue, stepping forward to speak with you, confirms that your hunches have been ever so right. It's time. Voodoo in Blue speaks. You are doing so well right now that you may begin to attract some attention from people who are quite simply opportunistic. And you are being kind and wishing to help, and so I am going to step in and give you a very clear warning. I don't mind if I look like the bad guy. What matters is that you get the message. Time to do a little stay away magic, and while I won't be sending them bad thoughts, after all, there are no pins in my voodoo doll. You, if you take my advice, won't be asking them to come round for tea anytime soon. Your feelings are right on this one. You know what to do. Don't get involved and don't get bullied. You may have to smile too. You may have to smile too, a little, to get them to stay away. The divination message. You need someone to back right off and give you space. You are not liking them. You are not welcoming them. And you need to be very clear and straight about that, despite all your desires to be a loving and lovely person. Detach from whatever it is that's giving you so much, well, grief, by asking whatever and whoever it is that is irritating you, draining you, or pushing your buttons to leave you be for the moment. Be respectful and kind, yet cool at first, but if good intentions are mistaken for a new invitation, be very clear and say away. Stop being so nice that you send very mixed messages. It's banishing time. Okay. Hi Cynthia, darling. How funny. We just finished watching the AM's reading on the big screen. Well, here we are again, darling. How are you? How am I? I'm really well, thank you. Yeah. I'm really well. Thank you. Next card. Oh, I was going to read message number 11. The divination message, please. You may soon be experiencing little reminders of some of the sweetest, most fun and uplifting times in your life, the kind that have no great significance historically, but in the story that is your life, they are pivotal moments. It could be seeing a rainbow, a star shining bright, or a photograph of your father holding you closely in his arms, or receiving the knowledge and sudden realization that something you did made a large and meaningful difference to someone else's life. You have so many jewels. It's time to sift through the precious moments in memory, and by honouring these and feeling them again, change the present for the future. Change the present for the better. The magic of your sweetest memories will be worked into the present moment, and your current struggle will be momentarily relieved. And that transcendent feeling of being one with all that is will return, giving you the strength to go on and do what must be done. The Winged Seer is the next one, but I'm going to move on to the next star sign, which is Cancer. I'm tired and the boiler's making a bit of a noise. The music stopped and I'm not sure what to say. It feels different to the others. There's no point prolonging it. The Mother Mary has something to say to you though. They promised me they'd get quicker, the readings. I'm going to read from the Mother Mary. For you. That's your message. I've got nothing to say. But the Mother Mary does. Obviously now I'm sitting here and I've got things I could say. I'm not going to. I'm not going to say a word. Our Lady with the moon at her feet. Can I tell you that that's the moon card? Our Lady with the moon at her feet, 36. I have heard your heart prayers. I have heard you calling to me silently, in suffering, wanting to let go and grow, and finding that despite all your effort, still you must endure. It is as if you are sinking when you want to rise, falling when you want to fly. I come to you now with the moon at my feet and ask you to put your trust in me. I will help you outgrow that which no longer serves, so that what you struggle to attain now, through effort, in time will come naturally to you. Have faith, what you want is possible, and I will help you get there. The power of habitual consciousness is mighty indeed. Even if we know we want to change, and even if we have taken practical steps to change, the challenge of sustaining ourselves in a new way without falling back into old emotional and psychological patterns can be extremely difficult. This is especially so if what you are seeking to change has been part of your core wounding this lifetime, becoming a habit that seems impossible to break, no matter how much you may want to do so. There is a force of gravity that works upon us in this world, not only physically, but emotionally and psychologically as well. It is why, despite tremendous desire and effort, change can be difficult most times, and sometimes even seem impossible at other times. To be able to grow in life requires that we be able to intelligently respond to the challenges that are a natural part of being human. Sometimes those challenges will be self-created and we will want to let them go. These might include coping mechanisms that aren't really helpful for us, such as addictions or shutting people out and withdrawing into a solitude of suffering, or disassociating through compulsive behaviours that undermine our self-esteem and emotional or even financial well-being. Sometimes the challenges will be circumstances imposed upon us by time or by others, and we cannot control that situation and need to find a way not only to bear it, but perhaps even, if we're feeling bold, to transform it from something negative or frustrating into an opportunity to do things differently and to feel more freedom. What is needed for transformation, for healthy growth, is strength, patience, and an ability to respond intelligently to life's challenges with a view to making them work for your own personal growth. However, sometimes all of this is just not enough. Sometimes we move this way and that, we wait, we apply ourselves, we take practical steps, and still, despite our best intentions, we may feel ourselves sliding backwards into old habits, old patterns of thinking or being, old emotional patterns. We might not even see them as patterns. We might instead just think that is the way life is and there is nothing we can do about it. But this is not true at all. In such instances, what is needed is the loving intervention and assistance of a being that is more powerful than the gravity that we are unable to counter through our efforts alone. There is no shame in this. In fact, there is wisdom in recognising when help is needed and in accepting it. Like a growing plant that needs a trellis until it has stabilised itself, so too do we humans need divine support at times along our path, as we are mastering new levels of consciousness, new habits, new ways of being. If it was easy, everyone would be living exactly as they wanted to be living without any struggle. Clearly, this is not happening in the world as often as we may wish. The Divine Mother will help us move through our struggles if only we allow her to do so. Her being, her love, is more powerful than our greatest forces of habitual consciousness and behaviour. The miracles of her healing can transform even the most stubborn pessimist into an active optimist. Our Lady with the Moon at her feet comes to us when we are attempting to outgrow, through inspiration, hope, love, bold spiritual daring, or big dreams, that which seems to be holding us back or impossible to change. She tells us that through her intervention, we can find the support that we need as we face the challenges of growth, and she will lend us her power and be able to reach for that star, which without her would perhaps be somewhat beyond our reach, for now at least. She also tells us that if we are feeling boxed in or diverted from our higher purpose in life, she will help us. She asks us to pray to her and to know that what is now is not what must always be. Transformation and healing is possible, but you must trust her. You must place more faith in her than in what appears to be an insolvable or reoccurring difficulty. This oracle is a wild card in the deck in that it empowers and strengthens any other message that you receive. If you receive this card on its own, it is enough. But if you choose another card as well, This card asks you to pay extra special attention to the guidance in the other card you choose. I would choose another card for you. The following healing process will help you connect with Our Lady and receive her beneficial help. Sense or perceive that it is darkest night all around you. Quiet, open space extends around in all directions. You become aware of a magnificent holy woman lit up like a star in the night sky. She stands with bare feet upon a crescent moon. You notice the moon under her feet. Perhaps you cannot help but look at it. It has a strange glow and is fascinating, mysterious. And then, you become aware of the feet of the holy woman. As you gaze at her feet, the dark night and the moon fade away, and you are aware of her feet glowing radiantly. A white sun burns in each foot. The light and warmth of those suns shines on you. Imagine you can feel or intend to receive the light and warmth of those suns on your face, your body, all the way into your heart. When you are ready, complete your process with the following healing affirmation, said aloud if possible, with feeling from the heart. Holy Mother Mary, Our Lady with the moon at her feet, protect me with your heavenly grace. Where I would stumble, your love uplifts me. Where I would fail to see, your love opens the eye in my heart and gives me vision. Where I might fail, you ensure success. Together I and all beings succeed in healing growth. I open and surrender into your tender blessing and merciful grace, that I will fulfill my divine destiny. If you receive this card on its own, it is enough. But if you choose another card as well, this card asks you to pay extra special attention to the guidance in the other card you choose. Card number 18, Our Lady of the Resurrection. The eternal light dwells in my heart, and as you enter into my heart, held safe in my love for you, that light becomes visible to you. It will show you the way through any darkness and help you understand the purpose of past suffering so that you can let it go and be at peace, free from confusion, shame or doubt. There is divine purpose within all that is. You have been struggling and now it is time for rest. Step into the light of my heart now, beloved, and let the darkness go. The time is drawing near for your resurrection and release. It is a strange paradox that when we are truly open to life, we must be prepared to die many deaths before it is time for our physical life to end. We might suffer deaths of relationships, of ideals, of identities, even of certain hopes and dreams. If we can mourn these deaths, give them proper attention and due acknowledgement, grieving in whatever way is respectful and truthful, then those deaths become sacred sacrifices on the altar of new life. If we try to rush past these many deaths, pushing them to one side out of fear that they may mean if we try to rush past these many deaths, pushing them to one side out of fear that they may mean something terrible or frightening, then we will suffer more than needs be. Perhaps we become fearful if we feel that we are not in control of life and cannot prevent its powerful unfolding, because we do not trust where life is leading us. Then too, we miss our chance to make a sacrifice and feel more connected with life and with death as a natural part of life. We don't have to be scared of these deaths, as painful as they may be. We can accept that they are signs that we are growing and life is flowing. We can even use them to gain confidence that a new direction, a new life is calling us. There is also so much more to come, always. No matter how old we may be or how jaded we may feel at times, there is always boundless life awaiting us. All that is needed is a willingness for us to be open to receiving it. The Oracle of Our Lady of the Resurrection is about discovering the light after the struggle, about life after death. Perhaps the deaths you have encountered have been literal and you have lost a beloved through death, or perhaps by a parting of ways through separation of some kind. Perhaps your endings have been more subtle, internal or symbolic. Perhaps you are going through that experience right now. Whatever the case, the Divine Mother speaks to you now about the promise of her light, about the resurrection, about the fact, decreed by her, that you shall indeed rise again. As you await the grace of her light to permeate your consciousness and help you rise up out of the ashes of your own suffering, reborn, you are asked to take a moment and connect with the wisdom of the owl. This nocturnal creature can help you ascertain what it is that the darkness of death, the night time of the soul, has brought to you. Sometimes it is only in letting go that we are able to open up to receive. Sometimes the death opens us to new life in a way that no other situation could do. The blessing hiding in the death doesn't make it easier to bear. We must grieve honestly, but it does bring another perspective, one of hope, of emerging light, of the realization that just as the sun breaks through the darkest night at the dawn, so too will Our Lady of the Resurrection lift us from even the deepest sorrow and gently urge us into new light, new understanding, and new life. Take heed, beloved. Your time of darkness is swiftly drawing to a close, and a new day is soon to be upon you. The Holy Mother is with you, and together you shall celebrate. Healing process and affirmation. You are sitting beside a woman in flowing white robes beneath a stark, moonlit sky. Overhead, an owl silently swoops and lands at her feet. The moonlight reflects off its feathers and eyes, and you observe its strange beauty. Feel the silence all around you. You may feel emotions or thoughts arising out of you. If that is the case, just let them go into the night sky, absorbed into the darkness. The lady turns to you, and gazing into her dark, beautiful eyes, you notice a light that begins to flow. A sunrise is taking place behind her gaze, and she is lit up from within. You feel joy as the sunlight flows from her eyes into your heart. Together you are illuminated in golden orange light. Feel your heart expand with love and warmth, and know you are blessed with new life now. You may finish this healing process with the following affirmation. Out of darkness, I emerge into the light, blessed and protected in the Mother's holy grace. There's your message, Cancer. Ooh, I realised how much I like to talk. Oh my goodness, I had to keep it like zipped. I just wanted to like point out things and... Okay, there's your reading. It's interesting, there's a black train going past. A black train, right. Hi, Joyful Dolphin, how are you? Cynthia, you stopped to visit your grandparents while out running errands. The song told us to stop in. I cleaned the tunes off a bit. Dingle bingle pop, do a belly flop on the floor. I would have done years ago. I'd quite happily have got down and do you a belly flop, but not feeling it today. Joyful Dolphin, Mother Mary, may I? No more suffering. Prayers for everyone. I hope you're doing well. I'm good. Yes, I'm doing extremely well. Sunny Truth. Hello. You're good, Joyful Dolphin. Good, good then. Leo. Bring it back. Yeah. Bring it back to me. 51 minutes. 2 more star signs. We can whiz through these. That last reading, where I handed over to the Mother Mary and kept my input out of it. Well, I was the vessel to bring the message. That done a lot of good. Sunny Truth, I'm glad. That's a good energy to be in. It's gladness. Can I ask a question? You can ask a question. Hi, Bittersweet Purple. How are you doing? Definitely a 90s gal. Right, I am... I'm doing Leo's reading. Nice, sleek energy. Slick. Sleek. Slick. Okay, interesting. The visions there. So resting, rejuvenating, healing, sleeping, imagining. This is a lot of quiet time. Being around maybe chapels, churches, just being connected and wanting that time, that space, wanting some peace. He's found himself like a peaceful place where he can go and, it's like meditating, but he's on guard, so I feel like he's, well, he's got his sword with him, so it's just in case, you know, normally the sword's under the bed, and there's 3 swords like coming down, where it's more 3 swords are under the bed, so maybe guarding what's kept under the bed, but he's got his sword in his hand, and so, which makes me feel as if he's alert, so he's aware of what he's doing. But this slick energy is the Knight of Swords. We just had like the Lady of the Resurrection coming up, and this is his opportunity. So if you're going to go again, how are you going to do it? What do you value? What do you value now over what you once valued? So when all like your valuables are gone, all that stuff that you kind of thought made you, you know, who you are, wasn't really that valuable. What was it lacking? Courage, Leo. It was lacking courage. When you do what's right for you and what you want to do, and you take care of your needs, okay, not your wants, but your needs. You know, we have needs, instinctual needs. Everyone else is like taken care of when you're good. So how can you help others? By taking care of your own needs. So what do you need? Passion, adventure. Not so much a fairy tale, but it's It's a different realm, isn't it? It's like mystery, it's dragons. No dungeons, but dragons. Free spirit, to follow your passions. The Page of Wands follows his passions. I've got a really scratchy head just here. Well, what are your passions? Well, let's see if we can answer that. I don't answer that kind of question, Sunny Truth. Not personally. I just saw that you had a question. There's a question coming through here, so maybe that's the question. But, yeah. But Sunny Truth, I take it that you kind of like new here, so you don't really know how we rock and roll on this channel, really. So, I imagine your question will be answered. All the answers are there. I was talking about your passion. Yeah, this is about being loved, nurtured. I mean, you can see it's a queen here. It's the Queen of Pentacles. Your passion. Your passion is your wife. So what are you needing? A passionate companion. We can call her that. She is the Queen of Pentacles. So she's wife material. I mean, you advertise the role, she's going to roll up. And she'll get the job. She has the credentials. She knows what the role consists of. And like in the past, maybe we didn't give that much thought. I didn't give it much thought. Although I had, like, you know, a contented marriage. Compared to others, it was, yeah. We kind of had the... But now, like, wow, the importance of, like, that. Choosing your life partner. Important. It's the making of you. It's the breaking of you, but it'll be the making of you. Okay. Oracle of Shadows and Light. Let's do it. Because I do. Of course you want somebody to share your health, your wealth, your ideas, your passion, your life, your pets, nature, wildlife, all of it with. So let's have a look at the Oracle of Shadows and Lights. Who are we on? Leo. Ghosts of the past. The past returns for a time. Okay. As reminders. The past returns for a time. Card number 42. Hey. Are you going to jump up now and come and see me? Baby Bell. Baby Bell. Do I have to tease you? She's got the most curly whiskers ever. Come and show us your whiskers. 42. Are you coming? At a masquerade ball, you see a beautiful young woman who has taken off her mask. The second she did so, people from her past invaded her party. Some are teachers, some are friends, and others are people she'd rather not see again. One reminds her of being sick once, and others remind her of many other challenging moments in her life. Why is this beauty surrounded by so many reminders at this present time? She speaks. All about me are ghosts of the past. Come here perhaps so I can finally lay them to rest. I have taken off my mask and I know who I am, while they are still wearing theirs and still very much as I left them so long ago. It seems I must turn and face them and make peace with them. So it's taken me into like this peace card here. And I felt more about like the facing the ghost of the past. Okay. So all about me are ghosts of the past. Come here perhaps so I can finally lay them to rest. I have taken off my mask and I know who I am, while they are still wearing theirs and still very much as I left them so long ago. It seems I must turn and face them and make peace with them, perhaps even going over some old ground before I can move on to fresh fields. I have an urge to put my mask on and mingle with them as I was, but I will not. I will be who I am now and meet them without pretense and show them who I have become. I am no longer afraid of the shadows in my past. I am at peace with all that I have been and all that I am. The divination message. Old friends, boyfriends, crushes, places and situations, or reminders of them, come up to remind you of either how far you've come or that there's still work to be done in areas you thought were long settled. We all have life themes and we all have challenges and patterns, but the trick is to move through them quickly and learn from them permanently. These ghosts with masks are here to show you what or who needs an adjustment in your life. A clearing where you make peace with people you feel you may have wronged is in order. None of us is perfect. All of us need to forgive and to be forgiven. This is the cause of the indecision you are now facing. The ghosts of the past are haunting you. It's Judgment Day and you are more powerful than you know. The time for hiding who you are and pretending to be normal and just like everyone else is done. Sacred Destiny. Hi Connie. Hi Dawn. You can ask a question, but if it's like Sunny Truth's question, then I'm not going to be answering. Find the right question and you'll get the right answer. Moon Cookie, darling. Going forward, so we had this card yesterday. Hello to the channel of love. Happy Sunday, Lucy. Cheers, my dear. I just love you all. Me too, Moon Cookie. Cheers to the channel of lovers. Cheers, Moon Cookie. As I explained to Sunny Truth, Connie, is I imagine you're not a regular to my readings, to my company, where these guys have been with me for about... How long? How long, guys, have you been with me? So you can tell the newbies, I don't answer personal questions. It's not that kind of channel. It's a personal development channel. I'm tapping into the energy and I'm letting guidance come through me. And I'll teach you not to ask others for for guidance and to trust your own guidance. That's what I'll teach you. Pointless? No, not pointless. It's the best thing for you. You've been with me ages. Well, break down ages, Bittersweet Purple, please. Come on, timeline. Recall. Months and months, Bittersweet Purple said. Okay, right, I am going forward. Actually, I can answer that one. When am I going to find a serious relationship? When you do some serious personal development, it will tell you. You need to find a serious relationship with yourself first and learn to trust you above anyone else's opinion, guidance. Seriously, that's what my channel is. I'm going to point it straight back at you. There's no point. Hi, Blue Sky. Like, that is pointless, what you're doing, because I'm just going to say, definition of serious relationship. How serious are you if you're asking a stranger for guidance to answer that? I give you all the guidance that you need for my channelings and the messages, but you'll normally find that the chattering, like, it's diverting you. You're not even listening. It's just not how we rock and roll. We're the channel of love. We're lovers. We're here to love. Let me just get back to these questions. That there, what Dawn's put. Indeed. So what is love into? What do you think love's into? Love? Love? Are you into love? Moon Cookie, I've been here about 5 to 6 years. That'd be, yeah. She's about like 5.5 is what is correct. March that just went. It was the 5 years. That's a lot of days, isn't it, Moon Cookie? I mean, I know I haven't been on every day, but I'm pretty consistent. Moon Cookie, love yourself first and everything will come together. Absolutely. Cynthia, years and years, and through death, you'll find it one day. Silver, sister energy, can doodle now. We prefer doodles. Absolutely. We love your songs of inspiration. Love is into you. Absolutely. Love is, well, that's what I am in a vessel. It's all energy. Oh, I'm really not sure what a joyful dolphin that is that's coming through you, but it's not English, all of it. Okay. What does Spirit want to tell me? That's the whole point of the channel. I don't even, actually, I've just had my own personal reading with somebody. And I said, like, would you, because she said that she was into all this, like, she had a tarot deck since she was 11, blah, blah, blah. I said, would you pull me some cards, please? And, like, obviously she had the doubts and everything, but I was like, no, this is, like, awesome, because I'm a different kind of tarot reader. I'm, like, a life coach, a spiritual coach, a mentor, a teacher. That's I'm here to educate and use my example and my stories to help, and my journey to help with that. So, well, you know, I don't really have anyone to do me like tarot readings. So, where was I going with that? Oh, and she said to me, because she said, oh, I've done a tarot reading not long ago on someone. And she said, I said, oh, okay, how did you do it? She said, well, I asked him, no, she said he had questions. And I'm sitting there thinking, I don't have any questions. So I gave her the deck and she was like, do you have any questions? I was like, no. No, just tell me what Spirit wants me to know. I don't have any questions. It's not like we'll delve there, delve. No, I'll just take whatever Spirit wants me to know. And that's what I do with my channel. I come on, I pull cards, and this is what Spirit wants us to know as a collective. This is the energy that needs to either be transmuted. So if it's a fear energy, then we can transmute fear into love. That's what love does. Okay, it dispels fear. Pain as well. That makes you feel better. So whatever story and guidance that helps to make the collective feel better is what I'm going to deliver. If you resonate with it, you resonate with it. For me, it doesn't matter. I'm putting the energy out there. I'm doing what I'm guided to channel. So can we get back to this? Well, I can do whatever I want. I'm going to get back to this now. So I don't want to appear to be rude because I'm really not a rude person. But I just don't have time for pointless questions. When if we just listen. Hi, Ski. How are you? Linda means beautiful. Literally. Okay. Oh, hold on. Moon Cookie. You got a song in your heart, Moon Cookie. You're so funny. Listen, Linda. Listen, beautiful. Be present. That's so funny because it's my work colleague's name. I go to her. Listen, Linda. When I first done our tarot read, I went, Linda, do you have a problem with like listening? I was just playing with her. She's lovely. Lovely, Linda. So I only said to her the other day, now listen, Linda. Because me and Meg have been saying it. I said, why is it listen, Linda? Why do you say that? Because Linda's not listening. Okay. Moon Cookie, a song in my heart, Love Bolt. Oh, I've got the glasses, have I, up here? Come closer. I get scared now. Love Bolt. Love Boat. Oh, Love Boat. Exciting and new. Come aboard. We're expecting you. Be kind. Yeah, always be kind. Linda means beautiful, literally. Okay. Ski said yes. I can't read that word. Joyful dolphin, be free. Going forward. We had this message the other day. Look at the pussycat. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? You know, that song was out when I was born, so I obviously don't remember. Well, I do, but not like with this mind. But I remember obviously being told as a child later on that that's your song. Isn't she lovely? Made from love. Made from love. And that is me. This is the age. This is the age from here onwards. From here onwards, I was loved, but this is when you remember. And because obviously I was told that that was my song, it helped me to remember that I'm made from love. Going forward. Hi, Moonlight. These readings are getting longer. Going forward, now I'm thinking about what I'm going to be having for my dinner. The ward that ward means beautiful. That word or that ward? Linda means lovely. Oh no, Linda means beautiful. Lucy means light. May means growth. My name's Lucy May. So, light and growth. Light hyphen growth. It'd have to be that. It's not a Lucy Ann May, is it, my name? Lucy May. A hyphen in the middle. Light and growth. Going forward. Okay, I'll read the whole message. Grasses are one of the most abundant families of plants on Earth. From the earliest days of human history, grasses have played an important role in life. When taken to like the queen, music's in the house now. The Queen of Pentacles. From the earliest days of human history, grasses have played an important role in life. We eat grasses. Oat, barley and wheat are kinds of grass. We have thatched our roofs with it, fed our animals with it, walked on it, had picnics on it and made love on it. Its matrix of roots prevents erosion and its lush, rapid growth produces volumes of oxygen. Grasses are one of the world's most significant food sources. Grasses in past times has symbolised growth, productiveness, prosperity, new ideas and fulfilment. The sacred landscape wants you to know, I'm getting tired. When you receive this card, fertility, productivity, love, health, abundance and fulfilment are ahead for you. Things are growing and expanding in your life. Keep going forward. Sometimes it may be easy to be distracted by what's occurring around you, but this card indicates that it is important not to let anything hold you back from increasing the bounty in your life. Step up and know that your needs will be taken care of. Your life is escalating and intensifying in the best possible way and for your highest good. Okay, we are going to finish now with Virgo. I was going to come back and do it, but we're not going to. It told me not to give up now. Because I was distracted, because actually the door's open and there's a stream of light that's coming right through the hallway here. So, because another door's been opened, so another door's been opened. Let's do Virgo. We are going to whiz through this one. We don't need to be long now. I say that every bloody time. 7717 on the counter. Virgo, you're once, okay, twice, 3 times a lady, and I love you. I said you're once, say that again, twice, 3 times a lady, and I love you. I love you. High Priestess. There's a knowing, isn't it? When we are together, the moments I cherish. That's the counterpart to that Queen we saw. With oh, you both feel the same. Look, you're looking at each other as being the ideal candidate. Counterpart. Tick the boxes. I'm not sure what the boxes are, but it just feels good. Okay. I'm singing actually Moon Cookie. That's what she put. You're once, twice, 3 times a lady, and I love you. Interesting. That's what the Predicts text put it in to. A different language. Beautiful. Okay, we're rushing. I know. Someone's feeling victorious. If you're feeling victorious, then you just want to get it done, don't you? So, going to throw it all away for you. You're not throwing anything away. You're gaining your biggest asset. You'd be throwing away, like, a really good deal if you didn't, like, let all the other nonsense go. And go with the thing that just makes sense to you, which is... the money's in the background. It's reaching out. It's like, I'll give it all up for you. Yes, I would. Why? Because something's got me started. Oh, something just gets you started, doesn't it? Okay. Mohammed, how are you? Love in the 3rd degree. Bit of Bananarama. I'm your Venus, I'm on fire for your desire. Okay, Virgin. Virgin? It's about the... I'm your Venus, I'm on fire for your desire. But as a child, pre-teens, I thought it was quite funny that I would sing I'm your penis and I'm on fire for your vagina. It made the kids laugh at school. But I was like 10, 11. Because I was still at like junior school. Anyway. I'm your penis. I'm on fire for your vagina. Down, 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 down. The mother prays. I wonder why I was sent to an all-girls school after that. Put her in an all-girls school. Okay. Card number 15. The journey of love. What a journey it has been. Love in the first degree. Yeah, but that's what comes through. I just sing. Love in the third degree. 15. Jeez, it really is. 82 minutes. You are being watched over. Many beings are aware of your existence. They know that your heart and your soul are pure, even when you may doubt it at times, because after all, you are a divine being masquerading as a decidedly fascinating mixture of light and darkness. Sometimes we may not feel so pure, and that's okay. The mother prays, I was going to say the other prays. The mother prays for you, not because you're about to do something ridiculous and you might come to harm, but that you might not do something ridiculous and avoid living your full potential. She wraps you in waves of love, light and consciousness that you may feel brave enough to live your life and not hold back from pursuing what is within your heart, or really letting it pursue you and giving in to its seduction. The mother prays, so fear not, and just live your life. This oracle brings you guidance. Ask for help from the Divine Mother who loves you unconditionally. Ask each day. She wants to help you, and you have to ask for that help to empower her to do so. You have her great blessing. Oh, I need a wee-wee. Okay, that's cool. Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton. Islands in the stream, that is what we are. I love you. Okay. I love you, holding your breath in my kiss, your heartbeat in my arms. Driving home, I could see you sitting beside me, not with my eyes, but I knew you were there. Your beautiful legs crossed, your coat open and inviting. The soft scent of you brings a smile to my lips and to my heart, because I know you are still here. Sacred destiny. We're finished with a Rumi message for these 4 star signs. I just want one card, please. Okay, we'll have 2 cards. The first card is thriving. You're not here to strive, you're here to thrive. African savanna. In the African savanna lives the tree of life, the baobab tree. This is a prehistoric species that predates humans. It is over 200 million years old. It has adapted, survived, and thrived in a harsh environment where so many other species have gone extinct. The baobab can live up to 5,000 years and can reach almost 100 feet tall. It is a succulent, which means that in the rainy season it absorbs and stores water in its enormous trunk. This water helps it produce a nutrient-dense fruit, and in the dry season, when the land is parched and arid, this water helps it produce a nutrient-dense fruit in the dry season, when the land is parched and arid. These remarkable plants provide shelter, food, and water for both animals and humans. It is one of the only plants in the world that doesn't drop its fruit where it would spoil. It stays on the branch where it dries out, and when picked, the fruit has a 3-year shelf life. The sacred landscape wants you to know, if you draw this card, you are a survivor. And not only do you survive, but you use situations that others might find challenging to thrive. You expand when others shrink. This may be the time to adapt to your circumstances rather than be overcome by them. You have a remarkable ability to step beyond any challenge. You are strong. Others may find shelter in your energy, and right now, that's okay. Through giving to others, you are in turn nourished. This card may be urging you to step into the primordial, powerful, wild part of yourself. Doing this will increase your vitality and contribute to your overall well-being. I just noticed the next card is transformation, which we've already had that card in this session, part 3. And we rely on each other. Aha, from one lover to another. Protection, we've had this card as well. I will just read the Sacred Landscape Wants You to Know message. One of the most potent signs on the sacred landscape is the ancient oak. It carries numerous meanings. You are protected, you can weather anything, your roots go deep, you are brave, and you can survive anything. Stand strong, you carry the energy of a leader, and you have great authority in life. Great wisdom is expanding within you, and others sense this. This card can also mean to protect your assets. Take care to guard and protect your home, your loved ones, and yourself. Okay, we're going to finish with a rumor message. Thank you, Virgo. Okay guys, let me finish with this final message, and the Rumi deck is, I'm not going to read any more of like the long messages, guys. I'm going to crack on and read this message, which I know is longer than yours, but I'm straining my eyes to see, and I just think it's time to take my attention away from the comments and to focus on this final message. And I did see that Moon Cookie put this is one of my favourite cards. Well, let's see what card comes out of the Rumi deck. Victory of Miriam. Card number 41. Okay. Final message. If you are longing to caress the moon, don't turn away from it. If you are not ill, why do you crawl under a blanket to hide? You are in a quarry of sweets, why do you look so sour? You live in the spring of life, why are you withered inside? Don't fight against yourself, and don't flee from what could be your glory. Like a fearless moth, dive into the flame. Why be linked to your obsessions? Burn out in the flames until your heart and soul are enlightened. Get out of the old carcass and form yourself a new body. Why are you afraid of a fox when you descend from lions? Why be a lame ass when you have the strength of stallions? The beloved you seek will arrive to open the door to your fortune, for love is the key that opens all your locks. Rumi. You feel you are immortal, and I know you are divine. You feel you are not ready for the task, and I know that triumph is only moments away. You reach to me for protection, but you are me, and the protection that you seek is already with you. We are not apart. I am living through all that you are and all that you love. All that you have lost and all that you offer to me in surrender. I am in you as your courage and magnificence, and any task I send to you is simply one of the tasks for which you were born. You are an eagle with wings, ready to soar. So I push you from the cliff top that you may know yourself. This oracle brings you a message of affirmation and success. Let's just have a little drink. Lucy, we should do a radio music reading like the ones you used to do. We can do. I mean, there's a strong possibility. I mean, I know I don't really abide by rules with like music and everything. I definitely don't abide by this silly rule where people are like covering up cards and not saying certain words, and it's like, and I thought that's what happens, isn't it, when like you become monetized because you want to earn this from it. It's like, I'm not really worried about that. I'm here to deliver a message. I don't really want to be like monetized, and is that appropriate or not? It's so but obviously, well, that's cool. We need to set a date and time, Moon Cookie. It's not maybe great for people that, you know, are not subscribed or don't jump onto a live and want to watch it, because, but then, you know, sometimes they let the song slip through, don't they? We could definitely do a music session soon, Moon Cookie. I've been thinking about it, and I've got the Mac here. Look, I could easily just, you see? So I don't even have to go to my phone. Or we can bring in like the CD player, bring the CD case with us, do some flicking. Got no vinyls. Oh, I have got well, I've got one vinyl there, Silk Sonic. We don't have a record player anymore, so that option's gone. That's not an option anymore. But yeah, of course we can do radio music. Do a radio music reading like the ones you used to do. Is that what you're talking about anyway? What's the radio music thing where we... What, am I getting it right or wrong, or does it matter? That's what comes to mind when you said about that. Okay, right, we've had our little catch up, Moon Cookie, darling. Put your request in. Otherwise, I just free flow. I just do whatever I'm drawn to do. But yeah, I think we can. Ready? Okay. This oracle brings you a message of affirmation and success. Your victory is already assured. You are being led into it now, no matter if you believe it not possible, and you are placing more faith in the appearance of distraction or obstacle than in utter success. No matter if you have forgotten for a moment that the divine lives in you, as you, and that apparent failure is only a part of the process, the plan through which learning happens, serving the ultimate holy victory. Yes, your victory is inevitable. So you are being given this reminder from the Holy Mother Mary, also called Maryam, and the beloved divine presence of love that she serves. It is that presence that is real. It is the Holy Mother that is real. It is the divine in you that is real, and all else swirls around you so your soul can play. Every challenge and adventure is an opportunity for you to test your mettle and to be what you are in truth. The eagle that flies requires space and open sky. The tigress that hunts requires hunger to drive her to fulfill her being and live her nature. You need what you need to realise your divine nature as a living, holy expression of the greatest love. So life is providing for you that your needs be met. Now, if we go back over the 4 readings that I've just done, in one of those I mentioned about what do you need? You get to go again. What do you need? What are your needs? Whatever may be troubling you, or is soon to present itself, is not a situation or a circumstance meant to bring you trouble. You just need to allow yourself to become more eagle-eyed, beloved wild one. It is not what appears to be that is a source of challenge for you, not at all. It is only how you are viewing the situation. Can you allow yourself to shift perspective? Yes, you know this is truth. It is only in forgetfulness that fear creeps in. Oh yes, to forget for a moment that you are divinity and to lapse into erroneous belief that the challenges are more real than the love they veil. No, the real challenge is in the attitude, not in any circumstance or situation. Will you remember that all is divinity manifesting and nothing exists outside of it? All is perfectly designed to help you fulfill your being, live your truth, experience your power, and reside in the perfection of your divine loving heart. Be curious rather than afraid. What is loving seeking to draw out of you now? It is always love in interaction with you, even if sometimes you feel like you are hauling a massive rock on your back up the steepest of all hills to build a temple at its apex. Yet when that temple is built, overlooking the ocean, and a startling burst of golden orange sunset explodes across the water, turning it gold, you'll forget about climbing that hill. You'll just drink in the view instead. You'll forget what you were supposed to worry about. Oh, don't you hate it when that happens? You'll just have to love in that moment and be peaceful instead. It makes more sense to notice the sunset than to turn your back upon its glory and grumble about how heavy those rocks were. Then in your inspiration and your forgetfulness, you'll dream of another temple and the process of creation, perhaps with more lugging about of great heavy rocks, and it will begin again. But then so too will another captivating sunset be granted, best witnessed in your newly built temple that renders you speechless and spellbound. This oracle brings you guidance and comfort. Whatever is going on in your life right now, whether it brings you joy or deeper struggle, is the divine in you as you breaking through into your life. Do not hesitate to trust in it. Embrace it fully and let it have its way. There is nothing there that needs to be resisted. You are safe to be wild, to be alive. Live it with love and let it unfold. The promise of success is yours, so allow yourself to be brought to it through the guiding wisdom of life, the life that serves love. There is also a part of you that is daring to love, to live and to trust more so than before. You are even daring to quit the traumatic tendency to relive so many past hurts and aches. You no longer want to taunt yourself with failure or critique. You are less frightened of yourself, so you do not need to sabotage yourself anymore. You are learning love's way and claiming it as your own. That is your path to victory, assured. This oracle asks you to trust in your growing optimism, to let the war be over now and put it behind you, even if it means weeping with sweet sorrow and relief for a while. The sunset is golden, the struggle is behind you. Now just rest and enjoy the golden glow as you rest with love a long, long while. I'll catch up with you guys soon. Until then, take care, much love. Bye for now.